And a painful sight on Friday. A group of 6 kids run up to a man shouting, "We can't go back to school. Our teacher is dead." Gene Rosen just returning home from a walk when the children suddenly showed up at his driveway. The children racing away from Sandy Hook Elementary. This was after the gunfire, of course, had erupted. Mr. Rosen told our Griff Jenkins how he managed to keep the children safe as the chaos continued to unfold.
One boy started crying, and he kept saying, "We can't go back to the school. We can't go back to the school. Our teacher's gone. Our teacher's gone." And then the other one said, "Mrs. Soto's gone. We can't go back to the school. We don't have a teacher." And that went on for about 20, 30 seconds. And I think one of them said, "Our teacher's dead. Mrs. Soto is dead." I could not take that in. I could not hear what they were saying. But I listened. I did not amend or question or challenge what they were saying. I listened, and they kept talking. And I think it was one of the little girls that said, there was blood coming from her mouth, and then she was on the ground. And then the 2 little boys said, "He had a big gun and a little gun. He had a big gun and a little gun." They had fear on their face. We tried to call their parents. They gave me their numbers. "Oh, here's my number." But they were home numbers, and they got answering machines.
So you weren't able to contact any of the parents?
Right. Except the school bus driver had the presence of mind to call her supervisor, who knew the names of the children and had the contact information. And they called up, and little by little, the parents start coming.
I believe a parent or two may have come here thinking maybe their child was here.
I knock on the door, and I saw a woman whose face was frozen in fear. And she said, "I heard there were 6 kids here." And she named her child. She was such an attractive woman, but her face was frozen in fear. She looked like stone. And I said, "No, he's not here, but let's go down to the firehouse and look." And I know she had been down there, I think. And this sweet boy had perished. He had perished. I saw his name on the list. And so I want to see her some point. I want to hold her and tell her that I wish I could have given her son to her. It was the most helpless feeling that I had, because the 6 other parents had their children, and she was begging for some miracle, as I was, and her son had perished. He'll be in my heart forever.